Hi YouTube, this will be the 2022 version of my Toolbox Tour. People have been asking why I haven't been uploading videos. I have lung cancer now. I found out back in January, and I'm not going to say I'm doing good, but I'm stabilized now, and my oncologist says I should stay where I'm at for some time. I'll also add I'm a lifelong non-smoker, so that's just my luck, and that's the reason there hasn't been videos. I haven't been buying tools because I can no longer use them. My normal weight was 175 pounds, and now I weigh 132 pounds. Been trying to put weight back on, but it just I don't have the strength any longer to use hand tools. And I will be selling this stuff locally. I'm not going to put it on eBay. I mean, there's some days I can't get out of bed, so it's going to be like impossible for me to like find boxes for stuff and like ship it across the country. But if you're local to me, I'm close to New Philadelphia, Ohio, and I'm in no hurry to sell it. Luckily I have good insurance, and I'm not up to my ass in medical bills or anything, and I don't need the money, but I don't see the sense now of keeping all this stuff, and I don't have the ability to use it any longer, nor will I in the future. And I'm probably going to have to edit this video together because I can only stand on my feet for about 10 minutes at a time, and then I need to sit down and take a break. I'm sitting on my bike lift right now, but so there's a little update on me personally. We'll get started with the tour. Just start. This is an old Sun automotive meter, Craftsman Pro. This is a Craftsman regular one, and the one Fluke I have in here. Unity AC/DC clamp meter. Over here is my torque wrenches. The back two are marked right tool. The front one's a CDI. They are all made by CDI though. CDI makes the right tool ones. And this goes to set your oil height, and motorcycle forks. Vessel chisel driver. It's made to be pounded on as a chisel. Vessel impact driver. And I have spare bits for it as well. Just a couple magnets. I know these black handle pry bars. These are KTC models. They're made in Japan. They have a long, a medium, and a short, and a big wieldy up front here. Another couple of Vessel cat's paws. This one they only made for a short time, I think. I've never seen it for sale again. If you hear background noise, my neighbor's having some tree work done with a big chipper going. So if you hear that, that's what the noise is. A couple of scopes on a rope, and feeler gauges and spark plug gauges. Kawasaki badges, thermometer, Carlisle bent handle, 3/8 flex ratchet. This is actually, it's a Blue Point feeler gauge and spark plug gapper. Couple wire strippers, a Vessel and a Klein, and some various micrometers, or I should say these are calipers. This is a micrometer. I got some just different ones. The Carlisle stripper tools, Cat 5 crimper with Cat 5 connections. Alright, already got to take a break before we open the next drawer here. Okay, next we got these are what I call my spare ratchets that really don't get any use. Some I don't think these are in my last big video. They're called Pro Auto. This is the 1/2 inch model. They have very small heads. It's a 1/2 inch, and I have the 3/8 and 1/4 inch model here. Just various Love Roto head ratchets. The SK LP90s. These are not worth the money. What else we got? Master Mechanic round heads. Vessel 3/8 and 1/4. Right military models. These 3 DeWalt units. These are actually made in Italy, I believe, by USAG. And the old Craftsman Pros. Nothing really pro anything about them though. They're 36 teeth. They're nothing spectacular. The Icon ratchets are actually pretty nice. I do like those. Alright, I think I can do another drawer here before taking another break. My Vessel JIS drivers. Everything in here is Vessel. Yes, I will be selling all of these. Probably my personal favorites would be these Megadora models. It's my favorite handle style. Alright. Time to take another break. Okay, next drawer. This is the SAE tools that I own. They're not nearly as organized as my metric, because I don't own anything that has SAE bolts on it any longer, and I haven't for years. You know, a couple outdoor power equipment things, but that's it. These are the old Craftsman Professionals. These were made by SK in the USA. Most worthless tools ever. Adjustable wrenches. Thorson 1.5 inch. That was to put a hitch mount on a back of an SUV I owned years ago. And my 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive SAE. It would be mostly a Master Mechanic USA or Craftsman USA. And my 1/4 inch drive SAE. Some various wrenches, crow's foot, Allen keys, some few other Craftsman wrenches, and the Pittsburgh pass-through set. Next, my pliers. Some very long needle nose. I think they're 15 inch. And some other needle nose. Channel lock collections. dikes, lineman pliers, locking pliers. These down here, these are all vice grip brand USA. I just go up front here. Safety wire pliers, combo pliers. I have most of the engineer screw removal pliers right here. The Carlisle pistol grip needle nose. I have a couple long Proto needle nose, some Orbis, Klein, Japanese. Those are my pliers. Okay, next here is the Mayhew cable pliers for doing hose clamps. Those there, that's the other end of it. This kit underneath, I know it hasn't been available for years. These are marked Jones Way. I use them as stubby ratcheting wrenches. And last I looked, you could still buy these individually from Fastenal. They don't offer it in this kit here any longer. The Astros, that's terminal disconnect tools. This is a small engine tack. A couple spark plug installers. Some top tool picks. An old Master Mechanic picks. Tire tools. Valve stem installer. Valve core installer. So these are just my extra keys. And a couple of motorcycle fork tools over here. This is kind of a junk drawer now. I'm not going through everything. These are Coke and stud removers though. Never even got a chance to use these. You can see this is just some miscellaneous 10 and 12 millimeter 1/4 inch drive sockets. And this is a gear wrench 3/8 extension set. I think these are the Sunflag JIS drivers. There's some other various vessel drivers and power bits. It's this Race Tech box. It's a fork seal driver. Sorry, I can't go through all this stuff and lift it. So that's the top box. I'll take another short break and be back with you for the bottom here. Alright, the big money drawer. I'm actually sitting on my bike lift now, so this will be hopefully a little easier for me and watchable for you folks, I hope. We'll just start over here on the left. These are SK 6-point, 1/2 inch drive, metric. Everything in this drawer is metric. I said before, all my SAE tools are in that other drawer. But the set's so big that it goes beyond the 27 millimeter Hansen tray, and they go up to 32 millimeter, I believe. And you'll see some extra big sockets over here. Those are either 36 or 32 millimeter for motorcycle rear axles that require those sizes. But this Hansen tray here, those are all SK. The ones in front of those, the 12 points, those are rate tool. I think they go to 32 millimeter. This 1/4 inch set here is vessel. 36 millimeter impact socket. Rate tool, 3/8 chrome. Those are all 6-point. Rate tool, short and deeps. It's 1/4 inch universal sockets are SK. 1/4 inch mid depths are also SK. This 3-row Hansen tray are Carlisle 1/4 inch drive metrics. You have a deep, mid depth, shallow. The 2-row Hansen tray is those are rate tool, and these are Koken 1/4 inch extensions. Some various 1/4 inch ratchets, Carlisles here. The Ultra Pro, that's Canadian Carlisle, you could call it, and have the Vim bit kit with a Carlisle bit ratchet. There's another Easy Red bit ratchet here. Big Icon 1/2 inch drive flex. This is the Carlisle 10 millimeter kit. This is just some generic screwdriver bits. These are Koken 1/4 inch Zeal. Beside those is Koken 3/8 drive Zeal. These here are the Koken extra deep metrics. There's 8, 10, 12, and 14. And various hex head sockets. Different brands. There's Top Tool, Koken, Rate Tools in there. A Top Tool kit too. This will kind of go up the front here. Proto corn wheel. This is a Koken. This is some generic thing. Carlisle Rate Tool 1/4 inch breaker. Very front, a big Carlisle. It's 25 inch 1/2 inch ratchet. Move down a little. This is a Dean. This is a Japanese brand. 1/4 inch roto head. Beside that, it's a KTC, another Japanese brand. 1/4 inch flex. And Koken 1/4 inch flex. These extensions are Koken 3/8, and it's Carlisle, Cornwell, Wright, Proto, Carlisle, Craftsman. Up front here, these are the Koken 3/8 nut grip sockets. Over, I can't even pull those off. Those are the Koken mid-depth metrics. The 3-row Hansen tray of shallow, mid-depth, and deep. Those are Carlisle 3/8 drive. And the shorts and deeps, they go up to 24 millimeter. That's these extra ones here on the side. The next ones back are SK Universal 3/8 drive. The next rows behind them are Carlisle 12-point metrics, 6 through 24 millimeter again. These are the Carlisle hex head 3/8 drive, and the impact sockets and back are right tool. This row here, these are all spark plug sockets, and they're either KTC or Koken. They're all Japanese. On the end we got more 3/8 ratchets. It's Koken, right, Carlisle, Cornwell, right, Carlisle, Koken, Carlisle, Dean, Proto, and then Koken Roto head. I think I covered everything in there, and those are my main sockets, and it's time for another break. Okay, next, it's mainly metric combo wrenches, right tool, right grip, satin, 6 through 24 millimeter, right tool, right grip, fully polished, 6 through 24 millimeter. Carlisle, these are fully polished and extra longs. Those are 6 through 24 millimeter, and I did add a 27 up there. It's a size I regularly use. Some Craftsman crow's foot. And the back here, those are SK flare nut crow's foot. The stubby wrenches beneath those are Tecton. And these are stall wheel stable, deep offset. And then we have Top Tool, stubby deep offsets. Next, these are the Gear Wrench Gearbox ratchet wrenches. These are actually my favorite type. They have a solid end on one side, just flip it over to the other side to ratchet it off. Someone in one of my other videos did make a good point though, that those are not reversible, so you can get yourself into a scuffle there, backing bolts out if you're not careful. In front of those, these are branded Carlisle. They're made by Cabo. No matter what brand you see them in, these wrenches are identical. Mine are Carlisle branded. The only different, certain brands are 90 tooth and other brands are 72. These are 90 tooth. Up here just some right tool double box and some old Master Mechanic combos. That's the most expensive wrench set that I own. The Cornwell High Performance Metrics. I guess we'll start in the back there. Those are the Icon. Those are really long, reversible metric combo wrenches. They are good wrenches, and I don't think anyone would be disappointed with those. These are SK Saltus wrenches. Behind those, T&E torque adapters. These are SK 6-point on the box end. Pretty long combo wrenches. Up front here are 3 sets of Carlisle metric ratchet wrenches. This set's 6-point. These are the flex head versions, and these are the same as the first set, but they're 12-point instead of 6-point. These are these pipe looking things are fake angle head socket wrenches. Alright, I gotta sit down again. Okay, next, the beaten drawer. This, I don't know, there's some other 3/8 socket set there, metrics. Mostly Craftsman here on the ball peens. Those were made by Vaughn. These are Japanese hammers. I found them on Amazon. Generic rubber head. There's a non-sparking hammer. That's a punch and chisel sets. These are the Motive X, those plastic pry bars for like removing interior panels. That top tool thing on the end is a file set. Just various different punches. Couple vessel soft face hammers here. Some junk pry bars. Here's my pneumatics drawers, although I will be keeping at least one of these impacts if I absolutely have to do something to my car. A pneumatic tool is the only way I'm going to be able to do it, to remove a wheel or whatever. Some Astro angle grinders. That little Astro 3/8 there, it's a nice gun. Just, various impact sockets. These are, I think, gear wrench, Astro, then gear wrench, metric, and SAEs. Different wheel sockets or torque bars. Gray pneumatic. Mid-depth, and a 3/8 locking extension impact set. It's those. I'm actually sitting in a rolling chair now. Make this a little easier on me. Hex tools. These are Weiss brand. They are Japanese. The good thing about them is they come with cheater bars. Got a big long one here, and this set has this little shorter one. They actually come with cheater bars. Vessel Micro, Craftsman, X Pro, some various. The one snap-on tool I have left. I think it's 12 millimeter. Easy Red Hex, Aries Impact, Aries Chrome, Harbor Freight Pittsburgh Impacts, Craftsman, and then this is a Bondus set. This is my Koiseki collection. They're all made in Japan. Except I do have this Yamaha set as well. That's in a separate one of the tool haul videos. These are kind of very hard to come by in the USA. And of course they're only in Japanese sizes, which are 8, 10, 12, 14, and 17. All the socket sets in here, they're just various manufacturers, 1/4 inch drive, metrics. In the back, got fake 'em obstruction wrenches and Great Tool flare nut wrenches. And these combos are King Dick. They're made in England. And a couple more 1/4" drive chromes. Bottom drawer is definitely a catch-all. A lot of 1/4" drive metric kits in here. There's a Master Mechanic one. There's a lot of motorcycle specialty tools for doing bearings, that kind of thing. It's just not possible for me to dig through all this stuff any longer. Will be the box. It's international. It's 54 inches wide with the top and bottom. It's made in Canada. I will be selling it too, but not until I get rid of some of the tools, because I just can't have the tools lying around. So that might be after I'm dead. I'm sure my wife or kid will sell it cheaply after I'm gone. And over here I have another smaller international box. If I could sell most of the stuff out of the bigger one, I'd probably keep this one for the few tools I'll have left when I'm done. And up top I got some drill bit kits, extra drill bits in there. These are Norseman, made in the USA. Regular screwdrivers, I guess what I would call non-JIS. Rate tools in the back. Those were actually made by Pratt Reed. I have some down here, Mayhew picks that actually have hard heads on them. They're made to be hit with a hammer. And Mayhew O-ring picks, a couple radiator hose picks, Pratt Reed stubbies with full handles, top tool, cotter key tool, ratcheting screwdriver, and the old Craftsman Pro screwdrivers. My zip ties, tools for cutting them. These are kind of unique. The Three Peaks oil filter wrenches. These are made in Japan. Hard to get in the USA. Two different sizes of those. This micro driver kit. It's also a micro driver kit. These Steelman Pro swivel impact sockets. Those go 9 through 19. Couple big Orbis snap ring pliers. And these screwdrivers, those are Hosen JIS types. Pile of rags, couple drill bit kits, tweezer set, hole saws, another Dremel kit, DeWalt grinder, couple pipe wrenches, right, couple more DeWalt plug-in tools. Micro driver kits on the end there. Get rid of that. My Vice display collection. Those will all be for sale too. some Pratt Reed and Bondus hex drivers. Alright, I'm going to have to take another little break here before I can stand up again. Okay, next here, those are the Koa T-handle sockets. And there's also a cross point and hex bits in there. Everything on this board, with the exception of the tire irons, those are for doing tools for doing motorcycle head bearings, or either, you know, removing the cups or installing them. There's an old cobalt screwdriver set. It's a DeWalt deep offset metrics, and then DeWalt combinations, and just the sizes that I use, except for the 36 on the end's a Carlisle. And that's my Bison bile vise. That one I will be keeping. I think down here I have junk falling. But there's an ultrasonic cleaner down there. I'll be selling that. And I do have, behind the computer stuff, also have different, like, there's a wrench set back here. I think screwdrivers too. There's a Blackhawk metric combo wrench set. Some generic screwdrivers. So that's it for the 2022 video. And more than likely, my last YouTube video. Just because I said, you know, I'm not buying any tools in the future that I no longer have the ability to use. So I said we'll be selling the stuff only if you're local to me. Again, I cannot ship this stuff. It's just impossible for me. But, you know, I'm in no hurry either, you know. I said, you know, even if it takes till after I'm dead, then you'll be able to buy the stuff for pennies on the dollar. I said they haven't given me any kind of life expectancy either. But actually, I don't. If I'm just sitting here, not moving around or anything, I actually feel okay. But I said there are some days that I cannot get out of bed, and you know, that's life. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're interested in any of the stuff, just leave a message down there, and we'll get together somehow. Alright? Thanks again, folks.